Live here in Toronto at Evan Solomon's Member of Parliament's office here today. And if you saw the description, we are looking to free the horses. And what that means is free the horses from going into a shipping container that brings them all the way to China. Sorry, Japan. So these horses that were used, loved, cared for, all these things are shipped to Japan. And the government saw that that was cruel and they enacted a bill to stop that from happening, but it hasn't stopped. So we're going to have a protest here today, a vigil actually, for these horses that are traveling up to 24 hours in shipping containers. Hey, Limbretta. Thank you for being here. Let me know if you can hear, if everything's, you can hear my sound. I wasn't sure if I was coming out today, so I didn't post earlier. Hey, yeah, Mel and Steve, poor horsies. I wasn't sure if I was coming out because I'm a little bit, I got a bit of a sinus infection, I think. But that's not going to stop me from being out here today. It almost did, but you know what? I just can't stop thinking about these poor horses in containers that are literally being shipped all the way from Canada. So they can't even put their head all the way up in these containers, and they're going to ship for 24 hours. I'm pretty sure it's 24. I could be wrong. Yeah, yeah. Hey, nerds are like us. Thank you for being here. Exactly. Phantoms of the Vegan. Matthew, thanks for being here. Thanks, guys, for being here. So we're doing a vigil here. It's for the horses. So it's in 11 cities across Canada. And we're just waiting for people to show up. I thought I'd go live a little bit early. Sorry I didn't post earlier, but I wasn't sure I was coming out. A bit of a sinus infection. But you know what? What I'm going through is nothing compared to what these poor horsies are going through. It's freezing here, but I can only imagine the terror of what these poor horsies are going through. And it's a shame because there are a lot of people that love horses. A lot of people talk about how they care about horses, how they cared for them as young kids. They're brought up into these relationships with the horses. Yet they send them to sanctuary, essentially burying their head in the sand, saying that they're going to live out their life. They're going to live a good life, and that's it. But in all honesty, they're sending them to Japan. They're sending them to their death. They use them for horse rides or for entertainment or for whatever the heck it was. And now, again, they're either being sent to slaughter, which 2 provinces, I believe, still slaughter horses in Canada. Insane. And then they also send them to Japan, where, they're going to be shipped. Some were saying up to 72 hours. I think it's up to 24 at least to get there. Can you imagine being on a plane, something that's so foreign to you, you've never been on a plane, without consent, just to be chopped up for whatever means in a foreign place that you never expected? And this is the fault of the horse riding community, the people that view horses as entertainment, whether it's races, whether it's a bunch of other things. Guys, don't forget to hit like, share the stream. Let people know, especially if you're in Canada and even abroad. I mean, this happens elsewhere, right? Let people know about what's happening. There's a link in my description to the call to action. And so I'm with, I'm not with Animal Justice, but I'm supporting their event. Animal Justice. They're an incredible animal rights organization. They go to legal battles for us in Canada, and they take care of our fundamental freedoms of expression, along with a whole host of other things that they do on the legal side of things. So we are doing a vigil here at the parliamentary office of Evan Solomon. He's one of the MPs, member of parliament here in Canada, who represents the constituents of Toronto area, this area in particular, and he has a say. He has a say whether or not these horses should be shipped to Japan. And keep in mind, guys, maybe I didn't mention it earlier. There's already a bill passed, a bill that says that we are not to be doing this anymore, and it still continues to happen. So we are calling on the MPs to do their job, to get with it and do their job. And this brings up a broader question as well, guys, is our view of animals in general. So in Canada recently, you look at what happened with marine land, all the animals that have died there in recent years, the fact that the owners that took over just wanted to euthanize the animals, get rid of them. And then also, what's taken place elsewhere as far as zoos are concerned. You look at in the United States, you look in other countries, using these animals as entertainment is just not feasible. I can tell you in my community, my hometown of Waterloo, they recently decided that it was in their best interest to stop the zoo, the local zoo that was taking place. So I'd like to thank a bunch of people with that. I'll probably do a video on it and what happened to the animals, how we got to where we were, and maybe some actions you can take where you are. So, guys, if you are just joining us, please hit like, hit subscribe, tell your friends. If you are somebody who cares about horses or animals in general, you'll want to tune in and listen to this. It's a vigil for all these horses that are being shipped from Canada all the way to Japan in these shipping containers where they can't even move their heads. There's been bills to try to ban this and block this from continuing to happen. And the government claimed to be on the same side as us. And guess what? They recanted, reenacted, whatever you want to call. They just didn't listen to, their own policy, which is ridiculous. So that's why we're out here today with animal justice. So I'm just going to show you guys some of the people out here bearing the freezing cold today. It's really windy. There's SK, guy, incredible activist. He runs the Anonymous for the Voiceless team here in Toronto, one of the co-organizers. And so, yeah, guys, if you have any questions, let me know. We got our trains over here. It's a pretty busy area. Anywhere in Toronto is actually pretty busy. Big place. So Blue Shirt Guy is talking nonsense. Blue Shirt Guy continuously posts these comments about God and what animals are here for. But he fails to recognize the Garden of Eden. He fails to recognize living sentient beings. And I mentioned the slaughterhouse workers to him too. He didn't seem to give a shit. So you want to eat Horace Goldberg? That's pretty disgusting. Pretty sad. It seems like you prefer torturing them as well, because they get sent over 24 hours on flights to Japan and cram spaces. How disgusting. So I don't know if you guys can see the sign. So once again, we're with Animal Justice. We're doing a vigil tonight. And yeah, if you are in Canada, there's in the description a call to action. Please go check that out. Want to thank all the incredible activists all over the world. I'm seeing live streams all the time with vegans, and they're out in the streets doing activism, incredible work. You're going to see some of them in the chat today. Jason, you got Daniel, you got Lambretta, you got Mel and Steve. Um, Louis, you got a few others. Saspy. I mean, Peggy. I mean, I'm probably going to be missing a few here. Nerds like us. Um, Thank you guys all for being here. Don't forget to hit like, uh, share out. Let if you're from Canada or even in your own area, check out to see if poor horses are being shipped to Japan so people can slaughter them and eat their bodies. You know, it's a shame that there's this whole entire horse community, right? The people that ride their horses that claim they love their horses. And so what happens when the horses break a leg or they're no longer able to ride them around? A lot of them won't keep them. They'll send them to so-called sanctuaries. And what these sanctuaries do is they ship the animals off to places like Japan so they can slaughter and eat their bodies, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. So we're out here trying to raise awareness and trying to get the government to follow its own course of action. Canadian government's been lax on this, and we won't stop. I mean, you know, you've seen the activists around the world with so many different issues. I see fur campaigns and foie gras, these victories, and we're hitting the news as well. Although we had several activists that were found guilty today, and the UK, I think it was five of them, for saving dogs. Saving dogs. They were found guilty for saving. Can you imagine for saving dog? Like, what kind of dystopian world do we live in that five people were charged with saving dogs? It's insane. And the same goes with Zoe Rosenberg. Um, she was also put in jail. She's in jail right now, if you can believe that. Absolutely insane that a young woman who rescued four chickens worth $24 supposedly was put in jail. Hunter, well, I mean, yeah, they are frail, so that's why we're out here. You should be signing the petition if you're in Canada. They're being sent to Japan from Canada. 24 hours on a shipment. Can't even move their heads. It's insane. Absolutely insane. And it's been asked by the Canadian public to stop doing this. The government agreed. They enacted a bill and they haven't followed through. So if you're a horse lover, you should be all over this. You should be shouting to the rooftops what's happening here. And it's the horse lovers' faults. This is why this is happening. The people that so-called retire their horses due to many different reasons, broken legs, or they just don't want to care for them anymore. So they'll send them to one place to another, and then ultimately, most of the time, they'll just end up at a, a slaughterhouse in Japan. Crazy. This is Toronto. So we are in Toronto, in the heart of Toronto. Are at Evan Solomon, a member of Parliament. He is for the Liberal government, and the Liberal government has to follow through with their promise that this is not going to happen anymore, and we will not put up with it, or we're going to be protesting out front of uh, their offices. And the thing is, a lot of them agree. I mean, that's why they put a bill forward. Hi, Jasmine. Sorry if my voice is a little funny. I'm a little under the weather, but it can't be as bad as those poor horses. Yeah, exactly. Fly Sensei, leave them alone. How insane. You know, as if it isn't bad enough that they're bred into existence. They're used for their horse races or challenges or whatever the hell that people use them for. And then at the end of the time, someone that people say they love and they're treated so well and all these things, they send them to a sanctuary, aka place holding them until they ship them out and cut their heads off. It's crazy. Or they send them to slaughterhouses in Canada. I think 2 provinces are federally registered and supposedly allowed to do that. Guys, so if you could please hit like, hit subscribe, turn on the notification bell, share it with all your friends. I'm going to try to be live tomorrow morning. We'll see, depending on how I feel. I'm going to be bringing you to a place maybe some of you have never seen before. And if you turn on that notification bell, you can find out what it is. Yeah, Miss Teaspoon. So there's a description link there. I'm not sure if the link actually came up, but if you go to animaljustice.ca, there will be a call to action. And I encourage you all to go there, even if you're not from Canada, just to take a look at the wording, to understand a little bit about what happens, because it could happen in your area too. And then there's a possible call to action that you can do. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean horse-drawn carriages, the whole bit, right? It's like walk. You can walk. You can find other means of transportation or entertainment. Hello. You curious about what we're doing? Yeah. Yeah. So you got amazing people in there. I see Jenny McQueen. She's got a sign that says "Be a hero for Canadian horses, for Canada's horses." Sorry. Eh, Yeah, exactly. I mean, these are simple things. Hello. Eh, Yellow summer. Yeah, it's so sad. I mean, we saw a friend of mine out west, Jareen. She managed to get some footage of the horses going into these containers, and you can't even imagine. Like, you just like imagine how helpless you would feel to be able to stop that situation, even though the Canadian government supposedly agrees with you. So we're at 11 different places across the country. So it's a nationwide protest. Those were the ones that could commit to doing an event. And these are the politicians that claimed that they were going to stop this from happening. So that's why we are out here. Thank you for being here, guys. So this brings into question, guys, some other things. If we put animals in these situations, it's to my thinking. I've been vegan for 12 years, and so I think a lot of people will think, well, veganism is about food or something like that, but it really isn't. It's just really the idea about how we view animals as commodities, as entertainment, as things for us. Do we really need to do that? And the answer is no. I mean, all the people in front of you, I think probably all of them are vegan. And so it's very easy to live healthy and fine. Um, and I encourage you guys to start viewing, some people are horse lovers. Like, why not view the other animals the same? They're all the same in all the ways that matter. Exactly. We've been sold this lie, right? This idea that others are here for us. It's insane. So guys, if you are vegan, hit 1 in the chat. If you are someone who's considering change, open-minded, uh, hit 2. And if you're someone who thinks we can just do whatever the hell we want to animals, hit 3 and double tap the screen or hit another number. It's great to see. So you can see Alex is triggered. Well, we aren't in a survival situation anymore, Chris. I mean, you are on a computer box. Did they have iPhones back then? Yeah, yeah. Do you want to know what we're up to? Do you want to know what we're doing?
Sorry?
Would you like to know what we're doing?
No, like I'm on rush. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Okay, no problem.
Oh, how many people are watching?
So we have that many.
107.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
Keep going.
Cheers. Yeah. So guys, you saw the vegans in the chat. You saw somebody appealing to history or thousands of years ago. I mean, we don't run around with bow and arrows, do we? I mean, most of us live in homes. Someone like the guy who just said that is very likely privileged, to be able to be on the internet, to be able to voice their concerns about life in general. So it's a simple swap over. There's challenge 22, which was mentioned. But do it for the ethics, guys. Always for the ethics. If you do it for the ethics, there's no going back. So once again, we are in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. We are in front of Evan Solomon's office. He's a member of parliament for Toronto. And his government, the Liberal Party, which stated that it's cruel, enacted a bill to stop horses from being transported to Japan or like 24 hours, going in cramped spaces as well. You know, they put in this promise to Canadians and they haven't followed through. Hello, Evil, Stephen. So we're here to make sure the government follows its promises. Also, we're here to talk about a few different things, right? It's the idea of viewing horses and even putting them into this position in the first place. Can you imagine? People have these horses their entire lives. They Whoa, there's a car that came near me here. So they have the horses their entire lives. They decide that they no longer want to care for them, supposedly send them to like sanctuary. But I mean, I think a lot of horse owners or whatever you want to call them, no. I think a lot of them are aware and they just do it, which is crazy, right? They just do it anyway, which is wild. Like, I love my horse. Oh, we sent them to retirement. Meanwhile, somebody that you claim to love is being shipped to Japan and have their neck and head cut off for yum yums. It's wild. And so you'll see people that are advocating against things like horse racing, which happy to announce that in BC, one of the provinces in Canada, they banned horse racing altogether. Such a huge victory, monumental. My friend Amy Serrano posted about that. You can find her on Instagram and Facebook. So that's a great victory. As you saw in the UK not too long ago, several activists who went on to the Grand National horse racing thing there, they were acquitted. So there are some things that are working, but there's activists in the UK today that were charged. 5 of them, they were found guilty. Sorry, for rescuing dogs. And so our friend Zoe in San Francisco is also in prison, in jail right now. Sorry, for her kindness and rescuing 4 chickens that were dying or going to be killed. So Absolutely wild world we live in. Some cases, there's just no rhyme or reason. It's like you love one, but not the other. So, guys, please hit like, hit subscribe, tell your friends. If you're in Canada, there's a call to action in the description. Even if you're not, take a look and find out what happens in your own neighborhood. Oh boy. Well, probably gonna have a speak out soon. Ugh. So you prep for things like this when you have a bit of a sinus issue, and then all of a sudden you can't even talk. But so there's a larger amount of people coming in. Let's see here, people lined up. Ugh. So guys, let me know where you're from. Which country, state, whatever you're comfortable with. So this is called a vigil. So we got little candles. The idea here is to spread awareness across the country. There's 11 different cities doing this. There's going to be a speak out soon, as well as we have calls to action. It's probably hit the media as well. So the idea is to get the government to follow up with their policy or their bill to stop horses from being transported to Japan, which is insane. Sent to Japan in these cramped spaces. You can see my friend Mary, she's got a poster right there. I'll zoom in. You know, these are some of the last pictures before they were sent out. This is Canada. Oh, you're from Germany. Sorry. Hey, Axel. We got Sweden, New Zealand. I know we've got US, UK. Iceland. Well, they do here in Canada too. Well, do they in Canada? Yeah, I think they do. We got Wisconsin, another cold place. Jaded, London, Minnesota. Also colder place. I mean, it's freezing here, so imagine it's probably just as cold there. Oh. Hey, Anna, welcome. This is a vigil for the horsies, poor horsies that are shipped to Japan. Canada's failed. The Liberal government's failed to execute their bill to not have this happen anymore, which is very, very sad. So 11 different cities across Canada are doing the same. We're outside of our politicians' offices to say, follow up with your promises and stop shipping poor horses all the way to Japan, 24 hours. Some were saying longer. I can only imagine. These shipping containers are very tiny as well. So, guys, if you are looking at some of these activists in the chat, go and subscribe to them. A lot of them have YouTube channels. A lot of them are out in the streets doing it for the animals, fighting for the animals, being their voice. Even though animals have voices, they can't speak to us, so they need our help, and we need your help. Guys, if you're vegan, hit 1. If you're someone considering change, please hit 2. For all the others, hit 3 or double tap the screen. No, activism does work. Otherwise, we wouldn't be out here. Hi, Peter. Could be a speak out shortly. Well, we definitely need more activists out here. That's for sure. Definitely. Just someone going on the megaphone, and they might talk about what's happening and our call to action. Hopefully, you'll be able to hear it. We are in Toronto, outside an MP's office, and we are asking them to follow the bill that they enacted. This bill is to stop horses from being transported to Japan. So we're in 11 cities all across the country. These horses that were at once probably loved and so-called cared for, even though they were used for things like entertainment, were retired at some point, sent to these retiree homes. But ultimately, I think people know when they retire a horse somewhere that they're going to a place like Japan or a slaughterhouse. So we're asking the government to follow up on their action, follow up on the bill that they enacted, so we can not have those poor horses travel up to 24 hours. Can you imagine the fright, the fear that they might have, what they go through? Absolutely crazy. And see some of the weird comments in the chat too. Some weird people. Guys, don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, tell your friends. Tomorrow, if I can, if I can survive tonight, I might be at another place that you may have never seen before. So if you turn on that bell notification, it'll let you know tomorrow morning. I would say in about, I don't know, 14 hours from now or something like that. I don't. with Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua, I really don't care. It's of no interest to me. It really is.
Thank you everyone for being here. More eventful and being here and giving us a hug. Followed by all of the would like to say a few words or speak. Whatever you will, we'll have time for you as well.
So as you can see, a lot of people care. They care about horses, care about animals in general. Everyone here is vegan, just trying to make a change for a better world. And we're asking the government to follow up on their plans to not allow horses to be shipped all the way across the world for what? Because they're not considered useful anymore. And there it is, like this Justin guy. Like this is how he looks at horses. You just shoot them when they're no longer useful. Can you imagine? Instead of rehabbing them, helping them out. His first his first idea is to shoot the innocent animal in the head. Yeah, it might be a little bit hard. She was a bit quiet. Hopefully when they do a little bit more talking, Peter, I'll be able to maybe get a little bit closer. I'll move my camera and try to get my mic in the area. And there's Jenny McQueen. Go and subscribe to her YouTube channel, please. Incredible hero. Actually, Jenny's on trial May 11th for simply putting a camera up at a venue, the Canadian National Exhibition. Wild. Just for simply showing a camera. Retirement would be out of racing. Justin, I think you know more than you're leading on. I've seen you before. And guys, don't mind the trolls. These are likely the people that have worked in slaughterhouses, have killed animals, or hunt animals, or just use them as commodities. And what's wild to me is that a lot of these so-called horse people, people that use them for entertainment, but maybe bring them home and love them, they're the reason we're out here today, because there's so many horses that are just sent away. They just don't want to take care of them anymore. They think, well, they don't really think. I think they know that these poor horses are going to be shipped off and sent out, and chopped up, flying over 24 hours on a plane in a shipping container. You know, these are people that said that they loved their animals. They spent years and so much time with them. And yet, where are they? They should be the first ones out here saying, no, this shouldn't happen. This shouldn't happen at all. All the horse people should be out here. Rescue the horses, exactly. Sorry about my voice is a little crackly. A little bit under the weather, but it's nothing compared to what the poor animals are going through. Can you imagine being shipped on one of those things? And it's crazy. So I'm gonna. Feels like they're gonna do a talk out now or no? It's a vigil, so I don't know if they will do a speak out. I think they want to keep it quiet. Live outside. Well, why would we live outside, Bill? And what does that have to do with taking lives of innocent animals? We don't base our morals on what happens in the wild. You're literally on a phone, bro. Well, I mean, Canada kind of leads the way, and so do other countries as far as, you know, what can take place in other countries. I mean, we can we can stop things here and hopefully stop things elsewhere, but just by us stopping here, people revere the West for some reason, and maybe they follow suit. Who knows? Philly, your name is literally Philly Steed, Philly Steak. I mean, where's the go home? I am home. Where, like, you want, like, inside my house, or like I can't be outside? I bet you this guy here, Philly Steaks, is the first person at a rally saying that we should fight for our rights, that we should be allowed to express ourselves. But he'd be the first person to shut you down. Worthwhile. What's worthwhile? You tell me. What do you do, Philly? What do you do? Other than bitch in a comment section. Guarantee you don't do shit. I bet you've never even volunteered in your life, Philly. What do you do? Oh, are you? Tell us what you do, Philly. How are you useful when you think it's okay to ship poor horses to Japan when the government said that they were going to stop doing that based on what the Canadian public wanted? So the Canadian public wants that. They want that to not happen. The government agrees and then they don't follow up on it. So we're not allowed to protest that. Oh, you build homes. Good for you. You're useful. So what? A lot of people do. I have good friends that do, and they're vegan too. What do? I report on what's happening here. Why do you care so much? How am I wasting my life? If one person goes vegan, that could save up to 5 to 10,000 lives during a lifetime, few hundred a year. I have worked on myself a ton. How much time have you spent in a slaughterhouse, Philly? How much time have you worked in a slaughterhouse? Guys, guys, tell me in the chat if you've heard any yelling today. So people that take lives generally uh, lose empathy. Definitely be after the first life you take. There's a video called "What Killing Animals Does to Your Brain." I highly recommend anybody who's taken a life watch that. What's part of life? Shipping, torturing animals and shipping them across the country? Like, how's that part of life? Are you okay with people abusing and torturing animals, Philly? Like, that's what happens. Because it's exactly what happens to all the animals. Pretty much all the animals. They're tortured, confined, they're forced to live in their feces. It's fucking ridiculous what we do to animals. Absolutely insane. And so you're like, oh, do something that's worthwhile. Well, this is worthwhile. And like did you know that slaughterhouses create more violent crime? I bet you didn't know that. Go do something worthwhile. Well, yeah, I tell people about slaughterhouses that they cause PTSD, they create more drug and alcoholics, they create more violent crime rates, including sexual assault. So yeah, I tell people about that. I tell people when I was an ex-slaughterhouse inspector that I work for the Canadian Food Inspection Agency, and people are eating fucking shit. That's what I tell people. Quite literally, shit. 1 in 6 Canadians will contract Campylobacter E. coli or Salmonella, and that translates across the world, U.S., U.K., wherever the hell you are. Millions and millions upon millions of people contract these pathogens. Oh, your chickens are free range. There we go. See, there it is, right? You know, it's no surprise that every time I pick somebody out in these comments, they are someone who either profits off the animals or they've taken lives. It's one or the other or both, right? Free range chickens. As if free range means anything. They're exploited, they're genetically engineered, they suffer. Tell me, Philly, when's the last time you had a vet checkup on the the chickens, the hens? When's the last time you had a vet? I know that I already know the answer, but I'm just asking. Ugh. Hey, Axel, you are too. Guys, go follow Axel. He just dropped a video. I think he was dropping a video today or yesterday. You must go watch. It's a music video. I'm pathetic. Yes. I'm literally trying not to get horses shipped to Japan to have their heads chopped off, suffering for over 24 hours on those flights, and I'm pathetic. And this guy can't even answer a question about his the supposed hens on his free range hens. Sorry, that he thinks he has to. Uh, what happened to all the males, Philly? What happened to all the males? I'm pathetic. Make up your own story. No, I share my story on podcasts, on interviews. Everybody knows my story. It seems like you don't. When's the last time a vet came to your place there, Philly? Probably never, right? And that's the inherent speciesism, guys. I am the vet. Yeah, sure you are. Right. So that just goes to show your inherent speciesism, guys. Someone will claim that they're a vet, that they take care of their hens and blah blah blah. Meanwhile, they probably never had a single vet go to their place. They probably own at least a dozen hens or more, and these hens are like literally suffering. They can't express that they're suffering. Foot diseases, prolapses. There's so many different things, and I guarantee you, this guy just like one will die on his farm, and he'll just kick it to the side. Like these people just don't give a shit. They use animals, they exploit them to no means, to no ends, because they literally either killed at a young age or they saw an animal be killed at a young age, and then they lost their empathy, right? So you move to apathy or psychopathy. That's just how it goes. And then they cry that people are bringing up the truth, like calling us so sad. Yeah, this is sad. Yeah, it is sad. We're shipping poor horses to Japan, 24-hour shipment. Why do you think it's okay to torture horses? Oh, right, because you torture your hens on your property. Don't even get them veterinarian care, probably. 100%. Where is home? I live I live literally right here. Where is home? Go home. This is it. Get a job. Go home. What's the other one? You're too fat. You're too skinny. Get told all these things every day, all the time. You know, you're gonna miss this or that or the other. All these things. Anyways, guys, so we are here in front of Evan Solomon, MP, uh, member of parliament for us Canadians. We're asking them to follow up on their promise and the bill that they enacted to get rid or not allow horses to be transported to Japan. So they're being transported. They're being transported plus 24 hours all the way to Japan. Sorry, guys, just give me a second.
Just first name, right? Just first name. Okay. Hi, I'm Marta. I'm here representing, I shouldn't say representing the main world. I would. Yeah. Yeah.
Am I able to get in on this? I'm live right now.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
You can watch us record a video. Sure.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna follow that guy's face for just a second. Yeah. Later.
Oh. We have lots of vegans. Look at all of them. That's not even it's not even a lot of them. You should go to some of our conferences. We even have an animal rights lab.
Okay. Hi, I'm Marta. I'm here in front of Emma Sullivan's office, representing Humane World for Animals.
Natalie, what's the holdup? What's preventing you from being kind to animals? You know, we can live vegan, right? Yeah, it's sad. It really is.
Hi, I'm Erica. I'm here calling on policymakers to commit to following through on banning live horse exports.
Justin, you're here watching the performance, apparently.
I know it's always out.
My horse exports. Horse sashimi.
Hurry up, hurry up.
We don't do that. As well, 11,000. So nearly 11,000 horses have been terrifyingly shipped overseas to their violent deaths since. I personally don't have many experiences with horses. However, one resonates with me very well that I can remember. I was walking in a rural community and I came across a fence. It was actually a good horse boarding facility. And there was a horse well off in the distance. My dogs, my rescue dogs, immediately wildly started barking. I don't think they've ever seen a horse before. It'd be like us seeing a dinosaur for the first time. But to my surprise, the horse turned his head slowly and started walking, sauntering towards us. And he locked eyes with me. He's beautiful. Yeah, exactly. And he didn't flinch at all. No, not at all. He was very confident. He commanded the space. It was a little bit intimidating, to be honest, but I felt like I didn't want to move. And he continued towards me. He continued walking despite my wildebeests beside me. And then he got up very close. And my dogs, to my surprise, they quieted. They healed. My one, who was very highly reactive, actually sat down and started scratching the back of her ear. No care in the world. And the horse, it was so interesting to me. He just stared at me in the eyes, and there was a knowing familiarity to him. And it was a very special moment. Very simple, but I have not forgotten it. He then bowed his head and started snacking on grass directly in front of my dogs. I think he was being a bit sly. But we made friends. We were instant friends. And we hung out there for a while. Came back the next 3 days and just hung out with him. He was very sweet. So I couldn't help but think, these very majestic, almost perfect creatures, if they had one flaw, would it be that they relied on humans to care for them in this modern world? And as I stand here with you today, I think to myself, if not us, then who? But we're not alone. We're not small. We're growing. Our voices are getting louder. Today, we're standing across 11 cities nationwide. Woo! Exactly. Calling on our government to immediately ban live horse exports for overseas for sashimi.
Ban it!
4 years is too long.
Over the 28-hour limit without food, water, or rest. Crammed in wooden crates.
Yeah.
They're so small with horses that we don't know if they're compatible. Blasted by harsh chemicals upon arrival. Forced into feedlots where their movements are restricted. And they're continually fed. This is abuse. They arrive injured. Many have had miscarriages on board the flight. They arrive dead, many of them. In fact, the CFIA did not report on the fact that 22 horses arrived dead to Japan.
Shame.
Is this how we treat our friends?
No.
Those who have fought alongside us in battle, in war, they've carried us on their backs, they've transported goods, they've trusted us, they become our companions. I bow my head to my friend. You, you saw my soul through your gaze. You did. Absolutely. And we see all of you. You deserve kindness, comfort, care, freedom, joy, companionship. You deserve respect. You are loved and you are never forgotten. I'm going to repeat, I'm going to say a few words, a segment from a poem. It's called Run Again at Last, written by Dr. Shannon Zajac. It's just a segment of the poem, but the whole poem is available on the Canadian Horse Defense Coalition's website, and it's absolutely beautiful. Okay. Where are the ones who remember? Where are the ones who recall? Through fighting, through war and surrender, we carried your men through it all. Pulled guns, covered wagons and cannons, from sunrise and all through the night. Through smoke, sweat, and blood of the battle, our mothers and fathers were part of your fight. And now, in the hour of our darkness, we're looking around through your eyes. I gotta do this. Where are you who remember what's true from this greed and those lies? Where have you gone, silent partner? We call through the night for your ear. Please open your eyes, your hearts, and your minds to the nightmare that's meeting us here. Don't let us meet this awful fate from disconnected hands. Don't let them take our dignity to die on foreign lands. Set us free. Let us go. Please don't let our children know. These mud-soaked pens, confining crates, the deadening blow behind that gate. Another plane that smells like fear, the terrible ringing in our ear. Let it all be our past. Let us run. Let us run again at last. And now for a moment of silence. Thank you. I'm going to bring up Kip for a few words as well. Is there anybody else that wants to speak at all? Right, okay, so we're gonna have Kip and then yourself, is that okay? Yeah, perfect. All right. Yeah, it's a little, it's not perfect. Oh, were you finding? But yeah. Okay, so I do this. Hello. Here it goes. Okay. All right. So I appreciate everyone being out here tonight with me. I know we're a little chilly, so this is so meaningful. And the reason that I came out tonight, right after your mouth, right? Can you hear me? Testing. Okay. Better? Yeah. Okay. I will start again. So the reason that I came out tonight is that I am a volunteer for MP Nate Erskine Smith. Oh, nice. And and he unfortunately couldn't be here tonight due to another commitment, but I came out on his behalf. And I helped him volunteer for the Liberal Animal Welfare Caucus, and I can confirm that we are working hard on this issue, that there are other MPs that are engaged and want to be involved too, and that there is hope. But public discourse and public pressure is so essential, so protests and events like this make all the difference. And we are so glad to see everyone out here and that this message will be spread, and it will to put it plainly, light a fire under the asses of everyone who needs to have that happen, so that we can get this done and across the floor. So I just wanted to express my appreciation for everyone who takes their time to honor the memory of these horses, and hopefully we can put an end to the killings in the future by getting this done, either through a regulatory amendment or through a bill. Any which way that it needs to happen, we want this to happen. Yes. And so keep pushing and know that we are listening. Even though I'm not an MP, but I'm here on behalf of an MP, and I can confirm that we are listening and it will happen. So have a little bit of hope in those candles and in your hearts. Love it. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Thanks so much. From what do you want to speak? What did you think? I think there are yeah, absolutely. We have one more in front of you, and then you can go ahead, okay? So what do I do here? So you got just press the button, and you're good to go.
Hello, everyone. I want to let you know that Canada was built by the horse, used for transportation, used for long journeys, stagecoaches. Canada would not be Canada without the loyalty, the hard work, and the dedication of the horse. The least the Liberal government can do is act now. 4 years is long enough. Stop the horse slaughter to Japan. 24 hours on a plane packed in like sardines is not on. We do not accept it. I urge every one of you, when you get home or tomorrow, send an email to Evan Solomon, send an email to Mark Carney. We will not wait another year for this. They promised us the Liberal government must stand to its word. Stop sending Canadian horses to slaughter to Japan. We need to respect the horse that built this country.
Oh yeah.
Very nice. That was great. Like a protesting edge to them. I liked it. You use one of those before?
Hold on. Hello? Hello, everyone. I have a confession to make. I come here tonight as a proud supporter of the Conservative Party of Canada. In 2025, I voted for Pierre Poilievre, and I'm not ashamed of saying it. With that said, animal rights should not be a bipartisan issue. Animals do so much for us, and I think it's disgraceful that the current government has not kept its promise to phase out shipping live horses to Japan. In this age of polarization, it's easy to fall into the right left binary. This really should not be a bipartisan issue. I think that conservatives and liberals should come together to promote animal welfare. And if Polyev wants to stay on as Conservative Party leader, I hope that he comes out and says he's against shipping horses to Japan.
Amen. I will say something if I may. Yes. Thank you.
What?
Sure.
I respect.
Yeah.
How do I see them? Just
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I don't condone any of that use, by the way. They asked people here if they have a want to speak on the megaphone, and some people just have different opinions, I guess. But
Horses have done so much for us, therefore we should not hurt them. Even if they have done absolutely nothing,
yes,
we have no right to do what we are doing.
Amen. Yep.
exactly.
And if we caught them as Mustangs roaming and did this, it would be wrong. So it's not what you do because what they did for us.
Yes.
It is simply the way it is. You don't do that to any creature.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. Thank.
That's a question.
What's that?
Is it to protect for animal for horses?
Yeah, for animals.
Horses are being shipped to slaughter in Japan.
I don't think I have a question for everybody, but I just have a question. And is there any place to address why I should pass by in this walk?
No,
Yeah.
you don't pass by.
I should be a lab track
No, it's the first time I see this, but
director of animal justice, and just wanted to briefly express so much
Sorry, can I just?
yes, for sure.
You
As
feel
Jess
good
mentioned,
position.
you are not alone.
It's
Tonight
hiding.
there
It's
are
not just
hundreds
horse
of people
love.
gathered in 11 cities across
Beautiful.
Canada, demanding that the Liberal government keep its promise. We all know from the bottom of our hearts that horses deserve better
Amen.
than to be crammed into crates,
Amen.
trucked
So,
on hours-long journeys from the farm in the hottest of weather and the coldest of weather. It's not that cold in Toronto today, but it was a few days ago, and that's the weather that they're shipped in regularly. We wouldn't do this to our dogs. We wouldn't do this to each other. We shouldn't be doing it to horses, and we shouldn't be doing it to any animal. Really grateful to all of you for being here, to the Humane World for Animals, and to the Canadian Horse Defense Coalition, and to the dozens of celebrities, Canadian celebrities, who signed a letter today calling for an end to this practice. I'm going to hand it back over to Jess now.
Is there any space to address or ask even one person or I don't know?
I think
We all really
We
appreciate
can bring you over there, maybe to the side, and we'll get somebody to
Okay.
do some.
thank you for stopping. Thank you
Yes.
for stopping.
Yeah.
But I just don't know who I'm talking to or should I talk
Yeah,
to? or
maybe
say
just over here. If you go to this side,
This-
someone will
this
give you
lady-
some
this
information.
door.
No, I don't want it to sign, but I'm first time passing by and then I just no. I just no.
Okay, so in final
understand.
closing, we've
Okay.
Then what do you?
a few of you have already said it, which is great. This is thanks to members of animal justice, the public, activists, members of the community, Humane World for Animals, the Canadian Horse Defense Coalition, for all of you for coming together for this very important cause and calling on urgent action of our government.
If you're looking for more to do, obviously, please contact your MP
I think
and push them to ask for change. Call them, email them.
it's not a competition.
And also, if there's anyone who's interested in volunteering further, please approach me. I'll take your information. I know some of you, or many of you, are regular faces that I've seen before. But if there's anybody else who wants to volunteer, be a part of this campaign or others, information on animaljustice.ca or approach myself. Other than that, please, yeah, we're wrapping up here, so you can leave your candles in at 7 o'clock, and your signs. We'll probably use them again. And that's about it. So thank you so much. Thank you. We'll do a. Oh, thank you. Yeah, SP's got a great idea here. We'll do a group photo for anyone who's able to stick around for that. We would love to have a group photo of everyone.
Do you want to keep holding your signs and candles? So just back out here so everyone can get together here. The one guy was interrupting. I think he wanted to make it about food or something because he was talking about, well, we've been doing this for whatever amount of years. You know, one of those guys, right? So guys, once again, hit like, hit subscribe, tell your friends. I'm going to be potentially live tomorrow once again. And if you turn on the notification bell, you'll see where I am live. I won't spoil it tonight, but it may be a place you've never seen before. I'm going to try to help my compadres out here so they can get an actual picture without getting hit by a car or something. Right? So. And guys, once again, there's a call to action inside the chat. Horses aren't objects, they aren't things. They shouldn't be just arbitrarily shipped across the world just because Canadians are done with them or you're done having entertainment with them. This is the reason we're out here is because of people who potentially said they loved horses at some time. It's like we shouldn't be here. We shouldn't be in this position. Let's stop viewing horses as commodities, others as objects or for food or anything like that. And once again, hit subscribe, tell your friends. And I will, guys, I'm just going to turn this around on myself so I can make sure we're not getting hit by cars here. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, activists. Thank you, everybody who's looking for change. Challenge 22, look into that. Challenge22.com. You can literally get a plant-based dietitian. You can make the change, but always do it for the ethics. Do it for the animals, guys. Yeah, they're killing horses in Canada and also shipping them to Japan. And so we're just asking the government to follow up on its own bill that it was putting through to stop the shipment of exports of horses to Japan. So, guys, thanks again so much. We'll catch you soon.